Hi, and welcome to the first City Happening show for the month of May. I'm Mayor David Black. Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer was in town for a Sarpy County Chamber event. Papio Vision was fortunate enough to have an exclusive one-on-one interview with the senator. You'll hear what she has to say about our great city. Sump Library has really made some strong and lasting relationships with local schools. You'll see what the library and third graders from Anderson Grove Elementary are doing. And the Nebraska Writers Guild brings a Six Corners event to Sarpy County. Find out what that's all about. These stories are next in City Happenings for the week of May 1st.
Thanks, Mayor Black. Talking with Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer in a Papio Vision exclusive one-on-one interview, she gave her thoughts on Papillion's continued growth.
Exciting times here in Papillion. I think you're accommodating the growth really easy and with some challenges. Because with growth comes opportunities but also challenges. But Papillion's great, good success story.
The recent announcement of Facebook choosing Papillion for its newest global data center really makes a statement.
Yeah, choosing Nebraska, choosing Papillion, it just shows what a wonderful story you have and that you're able to sell it. That you're able to attract this world-class company to locate here in Papillion. So it's a great success story and one that I enjoy telling my colleagues in Washington about.
Senator Fischer says experiencing rapid growth and still maintaining a small-town feel is what Nebraska is all about.
You're seeing all this tremendous growth. You're seeing all this expansion. It's a very exciting time. You live close to Omaha and all the activities that are offered there. You live close to Lincoln to be able to take advantage of that, but you still retain the essence of what keeps Papillion so special. And that is that kind of small town, hometown atmosphere where people know each other, where you have that sense of community.
The senator points out that Papillion is a great example of Nebraska's enduring quality.
Is to be able to have that sense of community where we can trust each other, depend on each other, and where we may have some differences, but we work them out. And we can look to the future, we can make sure that we're going to grow in a sustainable way, and that exciting times are ahead.
Sump Library has a strong relationship with several local schools. Anderson Grove Elementary is one.
We are very proud with the relationship we have with Sump Library and Kathy McMahon. It is an incredible experience. Educators cannot do it all. We're not the end-all to all resources or to all information.
Matthews gives all the credit to Sump Youth Services Director Kathy McMahon.
The fact that Kathy is willing to help come into our classrooms every week and then help us organize and orchestrate this opportunity for the students to work with authors and just to really push the interest of reading and writing and the love of those two very important life skills is incredible.
The Sump Anderson Grove Association is in its 5th year. The event has always been held at the school.
We've always had a dream of bringing it to the Sump Library facility, just so kids have an outreach and see what's in the community and have really a professional feel to it. And I really do think that it's great how often that Kathy comes to us, but we need to go to her turf and to see how she interacts professionally when she's on her turf also, and let the kids have an opportunity to see that.
The event puts local children's authors face to face with the students, and Matthews says that is invaluable.
And it's something where I think the kids can identify with, they're from where I live, they interact in the communities where I interact, and they can see, what, this could be me. I could be just like them, and then you go back and help others. So, and the authors are amazing. It's the kinship that we have with them. Every time they know that the program's coming up, the willingness to them to come and participate, it has a really great, it's the professional, but I say like a family feel to it also.
The Nebraska Writers Guild has been holding meetings all over the state. It's called the Six Corners. The next meeting is at the Sarpy Historical Museum.
This was prompted by the sesquicentennial for the state of Nebraska. We wanted to do something to return, our thanks for the state of Nebraska and also to reach out to the various parts of the state and put on programs in locations that weren't necessarily on the beaten trail.
Fernald says the reality is many events are focused on the eastern Nebraska I-80 corridor.
So we wanted to reach out to areas that aren't normally served by the Nebraska Writers Guild and other writers. We have writers from all over the state.
Fernald shares what's happening on May 7th.
We'll have readings by Nebraska authors, and these are authors not just from the area mostly, but all over the state as well. And then we'll have a program on Poetry of the Women of the Land by Lucy Atkins and Marge Saucer. That'll be about poets from the state and from specifically the southeast area of the state, around Bellevue. There'll be also probably the main piece in our program in Sarpy County Museum will be a presentation by Ben Justman, who's the Sarpy County Museum Director. He's going to do something that's very interesting, the Offutt Air Force Base, the history of Offutt Air Force Base, both from the Civil War era, when it was just a military base, and he's going to specialize on the World War II history of Offutt Air Force Base and after. It's going to be very interesting. I think people really enjoy that.
There's a special offering for writers.
At these Six Corner events, we're always putting on workshops for writers. Now that is a paid event. You have to register for that. But we'll have professional authors from the Writers Guild who will hold workshops with various authors. And some authors out there who maybe have never participated in a workshop or never had a proper critique by a published author, will really benefit from that. And that's called Nuts and Bolts and Beyond, and it's going to be Margaret Lucas who's doing that.
Fernald points out that the Guild has emphasized future great Nebraska writers in this Six Corners event.
And in Bellevue, we have Irwin Jewelry is sponsoring the Future Great Writers of Nebraska. And then these are writers from the ages of 13 to 25 who have entered into a writing competition. These are local area from high school, grade school, like colleges in the area who have entered works of literature, poems, essays, short stories, excerpts from maybe novels that they're writing, and there's cash awards that is being underwritten by Irwin Jewelry. We are much thankful for that. That will be given to the top 3 future writers of Nebraska.
Fernald maps out the rest of the Six Corners scheduled.
In June, we'll be in McCook for a presentation there with the Six Corners. Then we're going to North Platte presentation in July, and we'll wrap it up in Kimball. So basically we've gone all around like the circumference of the state in these areas, and we've had writers and people come out from all over, and we're promoting the literacy and book lovers and also programs on the history of the state and it both in pre-statehood and statehood.
Fernald reminds everyone that
the Six Corner events are free to the public and open to all. The only thing that requires registration and payment are the workshops with the professional authors.
We are now into May, and that means the first of the city's road races. It's the half marathon, the 10K, and the 5K run or walk. This year's race is scheduled for Sunday, May 21st. Please go to the city's recreation page on the city's website. Click on the Road Race Series tab to find out more about the half marathon and the other races. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.